Hey everyone, so I'm about to do like a little commentary vid on my latest parallel 170mm play that is now like the top hyperlaser score in the world and number 2 behind the Kiwi, but that's by quite a bit, unfortunately. Before I start, I want to say that if you I'm not going to be like going through a lot of the basic stuff of the game. I'm not going to be explaining the flare system in super much detail or like the breaks. I'm going to assume that you know most of the breaks in this game because I want to go through some of the more intricate parts of the commentary, or intricate parts of the scoring routes that I use and the tricks that I do. So if you're looking for that, I think there's like quite a few other good resources out there. You can go to the Shmups Wiki. I'm sure there are probably some people who have went out and explained it, or you know, just play the game yourself because it's not too difficult to understand once you actually play the game. So anyways, without further ado, let's go with this replay. So stage 1 is generally really rigid. I follow the same route pretty much every time, and if I mess up I just instantly reset because it doesn't cost that much time, right? So I mean, there's not much to say here except that I follow this every time. There will be a few tricks coming up that are a little bit odd, so we'll wait for those. So first thing you want to know is you want to get the blue 8 hit off of those set of Zakos, because you want to get these two big ships on 8 hits, like, no question. So here you laser across and you keep, you know, a couple ships alive. Here, like, that's the best case situation, only have one alive. So then you bomb, and now you can laser both sides and get a big bullet cancel while also killing all of the parts of the mid-boss ship with the times 64 combo. So that's how you get that. The Japanese player who is like the second highest hyper laser score is a little bit of a different route for this part, but and actually gets a little more points, so maybe I should change my route to that later. But anyways, here's the next big scoring trick. So you want to get 8 hit off of those Zakos and kill that ship as late as possible. That way you have the chance of getting those 6 ships spawning at the end. You can get those with the times 64 multiplier. If you shoot your laser too early on the first big ship, your red combo won't carry over to be able to get those 6 ships, so it's kind of inconsistent. This is much easier to do with missile. Unfortunately, it's really difficult for laser, and I'm actually really inconsistent. But I just go left, right, and then laser both sides, and hopefully I'll get the break for that one. This one's pretty self-explanatory. Just kill until you get the 8 hit, and then get a big bullet cancel. So you bomb here to keep the combo going, and then you laser each side, and then laser the middle to get a big bullet cancel, and boom. Generally for stage 1, you want about, 10 million points. That's like the benchmark, I guess. You can get higher, but no, not really any point. So this first part of stage 2 is pretty like self-explanatory pattern. You just kill Zakos and then 8 hit a bunch of the bigger ships. But you will need to pay attention to your ammo for this part if you're following this route, because if you use your laser a little too much, there is a very big chance you can run out of ammo before the end of this section. What's coming up is a routed bomb. So I don't know why I do this, but I kill a rocket. I shouldn't be killing a rocket, but I misdirect the bullets, and then after those Zakos spawn, I bomb and then laser. Something that's really important I'm actually gonna start pausing because it's hard to talk so fast when the game is going so fast. But when you shoot your laser on that big ship there, you want it to be early in your red combo. You don't want it to be late, because the ship explodes multiple times, each time giving you more points. And if your 8 hit is not active as it's still exploding, it will like not give you the times 64 chain bonus on those ones. Here I made a little mistake by shooting those Zakos. I forgot that I'm supposed to laser there. Oops. So you want to carry an 8-hit into this mid-boss. Once you get 8-hit, it's possible to laser those turrets, but then, yeah, you definitely want to get that. That's 20,000 times 64 points. You know, 1.28 million is nothing to laugh at. So here's Val. You have to keep her alive for 25 seconds after she spawns. My advice for this part is just to move left and right constantly, because this mid-boss really attempts to wall you in with her patterns. In Kiwi's world record one, he actually speed kills this so that he can get more points off of the other turrets. You want to soften her up before this last part, like I did there, so you can kill it in one laser, because those Zakos there that just spawned, you might not have seen them, they were kind of faint. They won't spawn if you kill her too late. So yeah, it's a little bit of a difficult part. So this is just normal. You want to kill these in rows, but slowly, so you can wait for the screen to scroll far enough, and then you wait, laser, and then try to get as many of these as you can. Oh man, this is actually really difficult considering that I have to talk really fast to keep up with the game. I'm going to pause at certain parts. This boss is relatively straightforward. There's a bit of hard dodging. That was a really lucky dodge, but then I had to bomb there so that I wouldn't die. That was very unplanned, but that's okay. This game on parallel mode gives you a lot of lives. That one you just want to stream over until you kill all 4 of the things, and then you just dodge the big hexagons. This one's actually kind of difficult to dodge. I died there, but that's not a bad thing at all because I would have needed the bombs for the next stage anyways. This last phase dies really quickly if you just use 3 lasers. However, I'm not always able to use 3 lasers because I might not have enough ammo to route into the next stage. So you want to have your ammo end stage 2 with at least half of the gauge, maybe a little bit less, but stage 3 opens with the energy pack, so you want that to refill yourself to full. Oh yeah, also stage 2 should give about 11 million points, give or take. You want to shoot the laser there so that you don't lose your hit combo, and you can get these times 64s. So here you just stream downwards, and then kill the right side, and then kill the left side. That was a bit of a lucky dodge there. If you bomb, or if you're lucky, you can get those 3 ships on the side with the 8-hit. I actually lost quite a few points by not getting that, so that is a point of improvement. You don't want to laser the spawner, you want to kill it, and then wait until you can get all 6 of these ships. These ships are useless, they don't give you any points. There's no way to route them in without like spamming bombs, so don't do them. So here comes a really dicey part. So you want to wait and then bomb. Laser this, and this is something that's really important that's about to happen. So I'm going to laser one of the 3 ships that is about to spawn. And the reason the reason I only laser one of them is because then I need the other 2 to use as chain fodder so that I can get an 8-hit on the shield of the mid-boss. You'll see. So that one. I only kill that one because the other 2 are for chaining. And then with the energy ship, I can kill it and get the 8-hit so I can use it on this, because this gives it a lot of points. This might be like one of the hardest parts in the entire game to score properly. There's actually a trick later that I miss, but anyways. So you just want to kill these with your shot normally. And once you get 8-hit, sweep your laser over. And you want to get 8-hit off of these as well, and kill the pipe on the side. The pipe gets 10,000 times 64, so 640,000, which is a lot. These Zakos will start spawning, so you want to get 8-hit, but you don't want to shoot a lot, because you don't want to do a lot of damage to the parts up there. And I missed it here. I missed it there, but if you laser early enough to kill the red pipe on the right side, and still catch some of the Zakos that spawn down the middle, you might be able to get 2, 3, or 4 hits once you get into the position that I'm in right now, and then you will start doing like a slow chain keep. So you want to kill the turrets at the top of the screen very, very slowly, but you also want to keep your chain so that you can carry it up all the way to the top. But I didn't get it this time, so I'm going to settle with the more consistent but less lucrative strat of keeping them alive and then killing them less slowly until we get to here. And since now I have a 6-hit, if I had pulled off the trick from earlier, I would have actually had a hit straight up here, and then I would bomb and then kill all 5 of these turrets. Each of them are worth 10,000. So because I missed that, I'm missing out on over 1 million points. That's how important this trick actually is. So that is an entire million of potential in stage 3. Stage 3 is actually the hardest stage to score in the whole game. So now we have this interlude part. Just want to kill the 2 wings in the center. Sometimes the center doesn't die, so I deliberately miss the wings sometimes so that the middle can die. See, I miss it here. That was a bit of a panic, but I got it. It's very easy to get 80% of these enemies in this part. So this is a really weird enemy. So the thing that's so peculiar about it is that it's actually like, for some reason, if I like use my shot to kill the little shield thing on the front of it and then laser it without the shield, sometimes it doesn't die in one laser, which is super weird. But if you laser it early and like kill the shield thing with your laser, for some reason the main ship dies consistently in one shot. Like, you'll see. That happens, right? I don't know why that is. Anyways, you want to get the 8 hits off the side and then laser those big ships. This is for style points. I do this for style points just because why not? Multi-track drifting. This is a planned bomb coming up here, so I can also chain over and get those 2 green ships on the left. Yep. Oh, and I should have bombed there. I lost a bunch of points by not bombing and getting those green ships. So this is an interesting strat. Because normally, if you're playing missile, or even the top hyper laser play does this, but they actually bomb forward and kill these snake things with the bomb. But that doesn't actually kill all of the segments. You don't get the points from all the segments. I discovered that it's actually more lucrative to not kill the previous ships and use the laser to sweep over and get as many of these segments as possible, as I do here. I actually missed a whole snake, but that's still more lucrative than bombing, because the bombing kills the heads and causes you to lose out on some segments. You don't want to laser this big ship here, as tempting as that is. You wait. This is a bit of an error routing mistake too, because I missed that last ship on the right. But yeah, 100% is misleading. I didn't actually kill 100% of the enemies in this section. I think it's probably because the enemies that come from the spawner, the Zako spawner, probably don't count. But yeah. I mean, they do count towards the percent, but they don't count towards whatever constitutes 100%, if you get what I mean. I'm talking so fast. So now we have the stage 3 boss. This first pattern is super easy because your follow shot does so much damage. This next pattern is, I'm a little bit stupid, but oftentimes you can just take a death or bomb this one. It's really random, so it's hard. This next one, to get the break, you have to time it right, so you need to do enough damage. You can use the laser or bomb for that, though. You can rush this pattern down by throwing 2 lasers at it. I didn't do enough damage here, but it actually probably contributed to a better bullet cancel, so I'm not mad. This pattern you can actually just like laser, bomb, laser, but for some reason I tend to actually dodge it, and it worked out this time. So yeah, stage 3, I got 36.4 million points this time. It's probably humanly possible to get 40 million, but it's very difficult. Stage 4 is difficult because it actually scores less than Stage 3, so you don't get as many extends. That's what makes it difficult, but at least it gives you ammo drops, so you don't need to rely on bombs as much. This stage really requires you to know what is like actually worth points and what isn't. Like, I pretty much never laser those fodder things because they only give 100 points. So here's a very important scoring trick. This is kind of unintentional, but yeah, you want to bomb up and kill the 4 turrets and then the middle, which is a lot of points. This part you don't want to laser immediately. I think it's a waste of ammo, even though it technically gives a little bit more. Because those turrets on the side give 2,000 points. Those are much, much higher priority than the fodder. I made a bit of a mistake here. I killed a little too many enemies without lasering, but it's okay. I use a bomb here to make up for it. There might be a way to link that into those 3 enemies there, but I haven't figured it out. Things are just sort of like, you know, sweep left and right with the laser, things as usual. Now, these rockets, you can laser them. And they give about like 90k each, but I feel like that's also a waste of ammo. I don't know. So here comes the mid-boss. This mid-boss is a pretty fun, like, pure dodging challenge in my opinion, although I think I die here. Not very good at the game, huh? Yeah. Unfortunately, moving left and right is a little bit difficult. But you want to angle the follow shot in so you can kill it. You can also laser these sets of like floppy disk things, but I find that dumb. That ship that I'm shooting at shouldn't die. Like, I lose 320,000 points from not lasering it. Just so you know, like, these little things can mean huge amounts. So I link here with the bomb so I can get that group of ships as well. Considering my ammo, I should have lasered these things, but who cares? I don't really know why the rockets are there. They don't really contribute anything, but hey. So you want to keep your hit chain here and save it for this enemy. That was a lucky dodge. I mess up this laser here and I don't kill enough things. It's a minor mistake, but that's okay. All things considered, like, this is a pretty good score. 78.6 million before stage 4 boss is quite good. 80 million would be like optimal, super optimal. So this first pattern you can laser at will, honestly, because you're gonna bomb later. There's a planned bomb later that will replenish your ammo no matter what. I don't know why I don't laser more times, but you can laser that as much as you want. For this pattern, I think I prefer, like, I think it's better to macro dodge unfocused movement. It's just easier. Don't try to focus dodge this pattern. You have to do a lot of jerk movements very quickly. I die. Oof. Especially when you want to get the break and time it out. This is the planned bomb. These ammo items give a lot of points. As you might have seen there, that actually gave about 350 to 400,000 points from collecting ammo items alone. So if you're a little bit ballsy and you feel like you have a lot of resources, you can milk that. But I still wouldn't recommend it. This pattern is extremely RNG. It's just RNG hell, but with follow it doesn't last very long. You have to time this one out if you want to get a million points. This is just... I am bad at dodging this pattern. I am really bad at dodging this pattern. What makes it so difficult is that you don't want to kill it early, so you have to like aim your follow shot away and then move towards a corner of the screen. For me, it's the bottom left because I, you know, right eye dominant, right? But if it forces you towards the middle of the screen too much, you can kill the boss early. And I'm just not good at dodging this. Not good at dodging this pattern in general, to be totally honest. Like, me getting away with one bomb and one death is actually better than how I usually do. Which just goes to show that I'm not very good. Anyways, stage 4 I got 26 million, basically. Pretty good. 27 would probably be the upper limit. Last stage, more than half of your score comes from stage 5 alone, and you get a lot of extends too. This bomb is to continue the chain and get those times 64s. You'll see me lasering a lot here. Not much I can really say about that, to be honest. Same pattern as usual. I noticed I ran out of ammo there and then bombed out of panic, but it worked out. This first pattern is very RNG. On this mid-boss, I recommend using 1 or 2 laser blasts, because I think you need that amount of damage to spawn a certain group of enemies. I'm not so sure what they are. For this pattern, I recommend you unfocus dodge. Although with the laser it doesn't last very long. I ran out of ammo there too, and bombed. Yeah, luckily Parallel allows you to bomb that much for ammo, and it's very forgiving about that too. So here it's pretty much just cashing out on different waves of enemies. Not too much out of the ordinary. That was a mistake there. I should have held off on the laser and waited for the red 8-hit to run out, because then I would be able to get a blue 8-hit there, and then carry it into these two groups of medium-sized ships. And if you do the math, that cost me over 1 million points as well. So, you know, those small things can make a huge difference. So here comes the second mid-boss. I start on the right side just to soften up the turrets a little bit. If you're playing Missile, I think there's a strat where you go all the way up and around the boss. I think you can do it with laser as well. I think the Japanese player did it, but I don't do it because I'm stupid. But luckily I got a good bullet cancel there, and I should have waited a little longer to kill that last turret, but I got a decent bullet cancel there. If you carry the 8-hit into the, you know, killing the thing, you get times 64 bullet cancels, which is really nice. You don't want to laser these, because now you have another 2 sets of these enemies, and you want to cash out on those instead. Same thing here, you don't want to laser here either, because, again, medium-sized ships give a lot more. Bomb to carry the chain. This is a huge Zako rush. Just bomb, get some ammo, lots of points. Again, you don't want to laser here either, as tempting as it is, because the next wave of enemies is these things that give a lot more points than that. Lucky dodge. I ran out of ammo here, so I suicided, but I killed a bunch of the enemies by accident, so lost quite a few points that way, about 500k. You can rush this mid-boss down by bombing, just lasering either side and getting the break bonus. You can also rush down this phase. Oh god, my voice is going away just from talking about this. Jeez, it's frantic. These are some really lucky dodges for me, to be totally honest. I have no risk perception. At least when unless the times when I bomb. I don't laser those 3 because the next group directly after is a group of 5, which is worth more. Theoretically, you could bomb that, so If if I had bombs, maybe I would. But anyways, I'm aiming to suicide there because I have no bombs, and you want to carry that into the 3 ships there. At this point, I'm looking at my resources, and I see that I have like 2 lives and 2 bombs, so I'm not worried about ammo at all. So I'm just like lasering this mid boss repeatedly to kill it as fast as possible to get the extra waves of enemies. Because bombs are kind of useless once you get to the last bosses. Although I do prefer to have some lives in stock because extra lives are very useful for the TLB. This last part you want to bomb one side and then kill the other side. I ran out of... I didn't get the ammo fast enough there, so I missed quite a few enemies. Which costs me like maybe... I estimate like... maybe 700k. So now I have the last boss. This first phase is really awkward because you have the most opportunity to do damage to her while she's lasering across the screen, but you don't want to end the phase when she's doing that because it doesn't give any bullet cancel points like at all. Anyways, big juicy cancel. Oop, I'm lagging. Oh man, it's a big amount of lag. I don't know why, but I like to shoot one laser there. You want to focus on shooting the boss here, because your follow shot can kill it really quickly. There's no point to trying to destroy that cocoon thing. Oh, I had a really bad time with this one. I wanted to get the break, because I wanted to squeeze as many points as possible out of this one. And, but I don't have very good eyes, so I tried to line it up, but I didn't line it up. And I didn't even do enough damage to the boss to have it actually, like, I tried to line it up here too and I didn't get it either. And that didn't even kill the boss either, so this is just a really idiotic move for me. I survived this out of pure luck, to be totally honest. It's actually kind of hilarious just seeing me fail. But anyways, finally. Vanguard, you want to just laser the shield 3 times and then kill the boss. That's not the optimal way to get a bullet cancel, but I don't really care. Filibuster is a really dumb pattern. I hate it. It's extremely random, has a lot of misleading patterns. I died there, but that's okay. You want to get the 8-hit off of there, and hopefully get the break. I missed the break here. That cost me 500k, I think. But I got the 8-hit bullet cancel at least. The final phase, it's actually okay to bomb, like early on. If you get walled in early on, it's okay to bomb because you don't do much damage to the boss in the early phase anyways, because she has armor. So you want to wait until it gets to full swing, and then you start doing damage. So bombing there is totally fine. Oh man, the game's lagging as I'm recording this. I'm sorry. So there goes the final boss. And here comes the TLB. So you want to end each TLB. So each TLB's phase lasts about like 23 seconds, and you get the break if you kill it before that. And with the follow shot, it's really, really easy to do that. But if you kill each phase too early, like each phase ramps up in difficulty as it goes along, and that means more dense patterns. And if you kill the boss too early, you don't get an optimal bullet cancel, which means you get less points. I just died there. Having extra lives here is really good because if you bomb, the boss does not take damage. But if you die, and the 6 seconds of invulnerability you get after dying, you can still do damage to the boss. So having extra lives is really handy, and you get more lives as you go along because you get so many points from every phase. But yeah, you want to drag each phase out until the density is much higher than it would have been, and then kill it. Even that first pattern, I believe I killed a little bit early, I could have gotten like 500k more on that one, which is kind of ridiculous, but so my main strat is optimally to get the boss to very low HP and then bomb like as many times as I realistically can. Since I had a live there, I had some leeway. This pattern is I killed this one too early as well. I believe that I probably could have gotten, again, another 500k if I did this one right. I really don't think I did the TLB phases very well to get maximum amount of points, but we'll deal with it. Like Karoshi and this pattern are actually relatively easy to dodge, so I got it to really low HP, and then I bomb, and I see I now have another bomb in stock, so why not do it again? And then I can get that cancel. And then the final pattern, unfortunately I didn't get an extend before this, which would have been really, really nice because I would have been very comfortable, but now I'm not so comfortable because I have 1 life and no bombs, and then I just died there because I'm stupid. So I have to employ the strategy that I used earlier, get it to low HP, bomb, wait it out, and then bomb again. And I don't think I got an optimal cancel on this one either, but it was enough to get me to 170 million. Or, yeah, 170 million, so worked out like that. And there it is. That is the end. I hope you enjoyed watching that. For some reason, there's a desync at the very end here. I don't know why that. Maybe it's because I took a screenshot here. But either way, it desynced late into the replay, so it's okay. I hope you all enjoyed that video. I hope the commentary actually made sense. I had to talk really, really fast to get through that. But it's kind of unrefined, but hey, I can't edit videos. Anyways, see ya.